You're back up.
And we are back from break. It is 11:05. And next on the agenda is the 26 EMA.
26.
Right?
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes.
This is the new one that we got yesterday, correct?
Yeah, we got a new one yesterday.
Yep, correct.
You're not giving us another new one on this. Oh, okay. Good Lord.
Sure, there's gonna be questions, so.
Oh, okay, great.
Some things. that I wanna Look at. That's everything.
You'll give us a minute to.
Yeah.
And
That's all in there, Herb?
Yes.
That's all in your,
Yeah.
all in your budget? Okay.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
For the fuel, you guys fill up in town.
Yes.
Has there been any discussion about putting like a fuel tank on EMA grounds, like the highway department does, where we can buy it?
Good. I've never, no one's ever brought that up. So the sheriff's department, they buy it in town too, I believe.
Do
Mhm.
they buy it at the co-op?
Yeah. The
Is that where you get it too?
Yeah. discussion was that, you know, we have the Keystone Highway. Well, the sheriff's department can, get fuel here and then it turned into a mess and say, no, we ain't doing that.
Is that because it's across departments, but if we just kept it on EMA's grounds, it'd be for EMA only?
You might get into EPA regulations and such.
I don't know that he would be buying enough that it's saving anything.
yeah.
Right. It's like,
I think a lot of the places, instead of placing tanks, have gone to like a contract card where you get a contracted rate, I believe. Is that what we have, Fred? Or do we have a special rate with Keystone, or we just have Keystone cards?
No, they do they bid each year, well, after the highway down the, or the county highway, they bid on it. And sheriff's department, they don't bid on it.
So we're not buying, there's not one contract that's buying fuel for all the county and capturing that savings. Every
No,
department's
in order to
doing it.
get savings, you'd have to get the tank.
Well, because it's 17,500. Buy that just an average of $3 a gallon. It's 5,833 gallons. It's, for the whole year. I don't know, just something to. Tank can only hold 3,000 because of the weight. No, 3,000. You only get dumped 3,000 gallons at a time at Kroger.
I hear what you're saying, but
It's just
you
an
might be
idea.
getting a year's supply of gas. By the end of the year, I don't know how good the gas.
One of the other things, Herb, I know that we've had this discussion when you first took the role. There was some work you were doing with the volunteer group, and it looks like you've brought that back and been responding to calls. I know we had this discussion earlier. The volunteer group is a service that's provided, right?
Correct. Yes.
In order to help have our law enforcement officers do other things,
Yes.
and not have to sit on trees or anything of that nature.
Exactly. Yeah, we go out, and we go out on accidents and block traffic, reroute traffic on the highways. That way the police are not spending time doing that.
We're gonna still plan on moving the buildings. Just up in the air.
It's in the list of things.
I didn't know if that was.
Trying to work on it.
So is the EOC at your building or the
Yes.
sheriff?
It's on our
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know we had one.
Yes.
And there was, I did write down something that I wanted to say. Um, said that, when I was getting ready for this budget, I went over my past budgets. Um, the EMA has not increased any of its budgets other than its fuel budget. I went back to 21. So there have been no increases at all, within the past 5 years. Um, I understand that there may have been issues with the previous director. Um, the EMA's been neglected. There's things that are needing update. A lot of things needed updating. It's like buying a house that's 20 years old. Things need updated when you move in. Um, I was hired last year around this time, and I've put together a lot of programs that we're doing now through the EMA. And being said, the budget that I've turned in is reflecting where the EMA needs to be at now and going forward.
Any other questions before I read?
So the CapEx on the vehicle stuff there, do you have like, is that for like one new car or
Yes,
5 new cars? Like what's kind of your plan
one
there?
new vehicle. Um, I've looked around at used car lots. I've done a lot of looking online, and the previous amount was $10,000, and you're not getting a very good vehicle for $10,000. Getting somebody else's problem that they're getting rid of. Trying to get a nicer vehicle. I don't need brand new. We don't need brand new at all. It's not what I'm saying, but we just need to be able to spend a little bit more money on a vehicle that will be in better shape.
Being able to get rid of the ones that are
I've got
problem children.
I've gotten rid of 3 of them so far. And the last council meeting when I brought up my shortfalls from this year, I have a vehicle right now that's one of my newer ones that's broke down that I don't have the money to fix right now. So I'm using one of those older vehicles. So
I know we just talked to the sheriff's department. They've been able to get in a habit with their admin vehicles of, being able to get a fairly good price and being able to rotate them out so they're still under warranty.
yes,
I assume your vehicle's sitting idle quite a bit. So
yes, yes. Yeah, unfortunately, sitting with the lights on and the radios running, you can't shut them off. And there are times that we've been out on runs for 7-8 hours. So
So overall, it looks like an increase of $62,125. Does that sound right?
yes,
And see, you brought your deputy with you.
yes,
Everything working out okay there?
yes.
We're
Great.
gonna publicly shame him. Now's the time.
Yes. That is Kyle Brothers.
Okay. I'll go ahead and read EMA. 1, personal services, 108,210. Number 2, supplies, 3,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 77,400. Number 4, capital outlays, 35,500. For a total budget estimate of 224,110.
Motion to approve.
Second.
So this will take care. I know we just did an appropriation for you. This includes all that additional. So no intended appropriation at this time to help cover everything. Is that correct?
For next year. is
For
what you're
next year?
asking.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You looked lost on that question.
Yeah.
A long day and a half.
Yeah.
That,
No, thank you.
yeah, I still need the
We've got all that advertised
yeah.
again. He's asking for next year.
next year.
add it all.
This should
And
cover.
and one thing that I did do is I went back over the 5 years and I put in some 3% and 5% increases into what the budgets were.
Okay.
And that did help me
Gotcha.
come up with some of these numbers.
Yep.
To try and get them up to date of what's been spent and trying to break all of that down.
Well, now that you've got things kind of squared away too, I assume there might be some opportunities to go after a little bit of grant funding.
Absolutely.
That's not reoccurring revenue, but if there's special things that
Yes.
need done, hopefully that will put
Yes,
us in a good position now.
with the EMA working with the law enforcement partners, there's been things that have been brought to my attention from them asking if it would be a place where EMA could get a grant to get some things that would be able to help them out. And so, yeah, we're actually right in the middle of writing a grant for a couple things. At the start of the year, the federal government did shut down all of the grants, as everybody knows, and now they're just starting to open some of them up. There's 5 or 6 grants that the federal government has for the EMA, and so yes.
I'll have a motion and a second. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Right, motion carried. Next is 8114, local emergency planning and RTK. Any questions before I read?
How many people actually claim that stipend?
I honestly can't answer that. I'm not real sure because we have trouble. It's not a meeting that everybody goes up for. Yeah, sometimes one person might show up and they might not show up another 2 meetings. So that goes almost a whole year then. So you don't get the stipend if you don't show up.
Oh yeah.
And then if that person doesn't show up, they've implemented where they can get them off of that board and then bring in someone new. So a lot of times there are people that can't take that stipend.
Okay, very cool. Many people actually claim it, because I don't claim it. They do what I do, so I don't get more. What's are we doing benefits out of that too? Or is that county general?
Here's what. Okay,
I'm sorry.
looks like it's coming out of
Board
there.
stipend subject to
Oh yeah, we
They
get
are?
taxes out of everything.
really? Huh.
We get longevity, anything if we give you a nickel, we take our part. You get 1 cent. Just letting you know. Eight.
Okay.
This one. This should be-
Yeah, look, before I read it.
Oh, let me pull it. Loud thinking of things. Looks like we had a few people that applied for the stipend in 24, and we've had one, two, three, 4 for 25. These was like $100 and $80 for his. That's correct. I pulled everybody. So it is being used, if that's the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's probably building up then.
If that was the question, it is being used. I'm sorry.
Benefits from taking it from $265.
It, like out of this budget here. I'll confirm with my payroll girl though.
You want to
Just took a
vote
second
on
if
this
you
or you
want.
want Melissa.
You need to, I mean, you want to table it for a second, you can. If not, I'll find out from Carrie here real quick. The girls just one went to lunch and the other one took back over, so.
Okay. So do you want to table it while we get your question answered, or you want to just wait?
You must have commissioners after this.
Mhm.
Yeah. This would be.
Wait, okay,
Saturday.
you're fine.
Got it. Stipend for in opposite. Hey, so like this.
Yeah.
I had that last night.
Oh, really?
don't.
I think he wants to know it doesn't matter. Same.
But it's the actual stuff. So that have a study. You know, that comes later.
Interesting, yeah.
We will look at like stipends for different
Mm-hmm.
groups and different
Yeah.
categories.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for the answer. It got paid out of the this fund, 8114, all the things that they.
Thank you.
Not no problem.
Okay, getting right. Local Emergency Planning Committee, number 1, Personal Services, 2,265. Number 2, Supplies, 0. Number 3, Other Services and Charges, 14,100. Number 4, Capital Outlays, 0. For total budget estimate of 16,365.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Wait, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great, motion carried. Thank you. Thank you for your patience with us.
Thanks, Herb. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thanks for doing such a great job.
I'm trying.
You're doing great. Next on the agenda, Cindy. I'm sorry.
Can we correct something from yesterday?
Oh,
Last night I was looking at where we took off of budget 1235. We reduced the health benefits to 60,000 to match the number of employees. And the reason it was 110,000, I had to go back and look at some notes from yesterday, was because the employees from 1222 was being carried over on the 1235. So we either need to put that back to 110,000 or add the 50,000 to the 1210. If not, we're going to come up short on the insurance appropriations. Am I making sense? Okay. So
so I guess we need to pull
on
back up to
1230, yeah, because we
1235.
approved it at $50,000 less, and we need that at least appropriated. Hope we don't use all of our insurance money, but we need it reappropriated back in there.
Which is the other fund again?
1222.
1222.
Now this would have been the stuff for Molly when she was here. I just had a note to bring that up this morning and I forgot. And
Okay, so
on 1222,
uh-huh.
there was nothing in the health insurance line and we was carrying those 5 employees. Remember we asked her how many employees was on there and it threw her off? She said 5, she said 6.
So
And
state what?
so we have a total of 11 employees. So we just need to know where we're going to carry that. It's still going to, I'm sorry. I know I want to go to lunch here in just a second,
Yeah,
but
no, should,
I just wanted to fix this because I had it on my note and I didn't want to let the day go
I
by.
mean, should we
So
have it-
statewide 911 is going to get for 2026 estimated 530,602 is what the estimated pay is going to be. No, hold on. No.
That's 432.
We still should, we still,
Yeah, so it's so 530,602 is the operating receipts that are
Correct.
estimated for 2026.
we've received in at least 38 or 48 every month, and I calculated just that number quickly, and that gives us 461 that's coming in.
So there's $117,577 difference. So how much are we needing to move over then?
We had budgeted 110,000 in, excuse me, in the first account there under,
So $50,000 is what
yes,
we need.
we need to put the 50,000 back in somewhere. So I would recommend we put it back in the 1222.
So what did we move from 1222 to 40?
Well, we didn't move anything.
It says I got
In
in my notes. I got $22,167. That was that from 1222 to 49.
so
The insurance is calculated $10,000 per person. They was all
What's
being
the-
carried in one line.
what's the lit public safety fund number? Sorry.
1235.
1230.
That was what I'm talking about, that call handling system. That was they moved it out of the 22 to 4940.
Oh,
Double.
yeah. So we moved the 22,167 out of there.
That's what.
Yeah, but we reduced on 1235. We reduced it down to
Yeah. So on
60,000.
1235 we voted. So it looks like they were paying all of the insurance for the dispatchers out of 1235,
Correct.
even though their payroll was split between two different funds. So what Annette's saying is, since we reduced that health insurance, now we're missing the health insurance for the people on 1222 that are being paid out of that fund. So so statewide 911 is a separate income stream than PSAP. It sounds like we have enough money in statewide 911 where
Correct.
we can move it and not affect our
Correct.
PSAP rate, which again we're gonna maybe need for the EMS thing. So
Right, and that's kind of what I was thinking. If we
so in order
the
to
1222.
fix this, we will have to amend 1222 to add $50,000. So
Correct.
could you print another budget sheet, Annette, that has that $50,000 of retirement and then takes out the call handling system so that we have an accurate sheet?
So hold on. Did I take that? Where was the call handling at? I'm
Was
sorry.
it the other services and charges?
I want to make sure I took it out yesterday.
Yeah, there was that 22,167 other services and charges,
Yes, I removed it off of mine.
and then add the 50,000
I
in.
did.
So yeah,
Okay.
so if you could do that, print that off, then we can relook.
I had 60,000. It's 50
No, on
on
1222.
PSAP,
Yeah, no, we're on,
1235.
yeah, we're on 1222.
Right. And on PSAP, 1235.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't catch that yesterday.
Was it 50,000 or 60?
60,000 on one budget and 50,000 on the other.
Gotcha.
So everybody their insurance should be paid on the same sheet that their wages are coming
That's
from.
exactly right. If I sent those to print and I've made the change in mine, we just need, if that's okay, approval on that. And again, I
So
didn't.
you will have it. It'll
Yeah.
be brought to us and we'll do it
Okay,
then.
we can do that. I printed it up so we can have it after lunch then, or you can do it before, whichever you want.
Depends on how quickly we get. We can either do it before or after. Okay.
Okay.
So, are we?
Sorry, I just wanted to do that
Yeah,
while I
no,
was thinking
glad
about
you
it.
did. We'll do an amendment on 29 commissioners.
Have we made all the changes to that we wanted to make?
All right. Are there questions on the commissioners before I read that?
Yes. So, well, I'll just start with this one. For Fort County Mental Health, when I was doing the stuff that I sent you guys yesterday, under the budget year 26, the minimum we have for the estimated for 4 seats, 232,342. So that's
Yes, and that there was a letter in end of April, 1st of
Yeah,
May, that they are no longer needing us to contribute. Correct? You guys received that letter and from Floor County? I'm sorry?
I don't recall seeing that.
Okay.
I don't recall a lot.
on my desk,
Yes.
there is a letter from Moore County. There's several copies of it, I believe.
Yeah.
Would you bring those down to the ones
Yes,
saying that they
we
don't
did.
need the contribution?
Commissioners are-
And then would you also grab the other
Desire
stuff I just sent to the printer?
security officer.
Thank you much.
Review.
Okay. Marcy's gonna bring down the letter and the new budget I just printed.
Okay.
But he's also been moved to the new.
Yes, we need to remove that second security officer.
That's on the commissioners. Yeah,
Well, it said, the note says moved to jail, but now they're moved to sheriff.
Yeah,
Right.
so that line, I mean, those notes can come out because we put a zero balance in there. We're not
That's
charging.
That's not what our sheet shows.
Oh.
Our sheet shows that it's in there. And then the
Okay.
jail bonus program.
That's in there, 10,000.
And I don't know if they're gonna need any more for this year or not. They left it in. I mean, when I talked with Dave, this is what was on there from last year. It was reduced because of inmates. As far as I know, that program's completely gone away. The
This
note
is
that I
not-
had was that we was just going to allocate it in case you need it, in case they had to house people.
So this has not been reduced. It's still at 10,000.
It was a lot higher the year prior in 24. Yeah.
Okay.
They're not housing inmates like they used to. So if you want to take it completely out and if they
I mean,
need
it's up to the
additional appropriations,
commissioners.
yeah. Or leave it in there as an appropriation in case they need it. That's what had happened in the past.
But if they house other prisoners, they get paid for it, so why is it costing us?
The note that was in here prior was reduced due to significant decrease in housing of inmates. I don't know who's paying that out.
Well,
Because last year we
If
had
under salaries and wages, were we giving somebody a bonus for housing more
Yes.
people?
they used to get a bonus. The jailers got a bonus every year for the additional people. We did not give it to them last year
Because they didn't have.
because we didn't have any.
So,
It was it was
we can remove that then?
we can if you want to, and then
Nobody knows what it
if
is.
they start housing people, want to remove it? Yeah, I'll remove that one. Like I said, we can reprint these. I've already removed the salary for the second security off of mine.
And then $20,000 is still enough for the illegal dumping overtime? Is that,
Answer that.
that's part, okay.
You know what was paid out last year?
I'm gonna look for you. Was your question for 24 budget or 25?
20.
We spent. Or either one.
And run it through today if you would like.
as far as I know, that is enough. I think
I'll
it's
find it.
going down. First year was a whole
That's
lot.
where we have people that work on the weekends and
Right.
for county highway and pick up large trash. Yeah.
That 4C thing again, like I said, research last night. So in 2025, it was, because there's no way getting around there. It's 224,135.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's up. So yeah, that needs to be fixed. And what's that letter say?
We're good.
Yeah, okay. So
In 24, the expenditures for the overtime in 24 was 24,398.
Auditor's office.
So it was a little bit
I mean,
higher in
it's
24.
mandatory, we have to pay, but,
so
the letter explained, pardon me?
I just want to make sure we don't get dinged on that.
Right, no.
Yeah, because that amount actually is added to our levy. So basically, we're not that amount of money that we spend specifically on that, and there was something else in there. They basically add that back in so that it's not taking away from the from the max levy.
Okay, well, we can keep going down. I mean, let's
So-
keep going.
Yeah, so I have a lot of questions on the IT services.
Yeah.
Because so I see the list in our binder here for the renewals, but I'm not sure. So
So-
if this is his contract plus stuff that needs to buy,
So I changed that. And
Okay.
I'm sorry if I didn't give you a copy. I had Jim come over like we discussed.
Yep.
And I'm like, let's go back over this and make sure I understood. So the IT services, we'll make some changes and I'll reprint this for you.
Okay.
I apologize. So it did not change. That should be $270,000.
okay, and
That line
that
item.
just pays the contract for him to provide
That's
those
exactly right.
services.
He goes, man, Brad's gonna have a fit if he thinks I gave myself a raise.
Yep, I
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, so I corrected that line item and, I went over the budget with Jim to make sure we had everything in the appropriate line items and everything else is correct. So we was
So
over
that should go
inflated.
down to 270,000,
Yes, sir.
and then
While you're at it, just while you're in there, I would
Mhm.
change attorney to be Mark France, because that's who we have now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Go ahead.
I saw that too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, while we're
While we're
making
cleaning
changes,
it up,
yeah,
let's just do it
yeah.
all. I don't have a problem with that. May have you do it again, Marcy. Hold tight. Jennifer got the exercise first time around this morning. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
No, oh, they're 4C Health. Okay, right.
Wasn't there more to that than that I read? Okay.
Excellent.
That's the
I
main
think
one.
I've got 2 copies.
You want to sling them for me? Thank you. While I'm making other changes. Thank you so much, Marcy.
Okay.
I forgot to bring this down when I came, so I already had it printed. I just forgot to bring it down.
so then do we have any? So we have $85,000 for cell phones, and internet, and then we have an additional $42,500 for a cloud phone system. Do we have any visibility onto what's going on there?
Brad, I'm sorry.
In the commissioner budget,
Yeah.
we have under communications and transportation $85,000 for phone, which I know that there's some cell phone, long distance, and internet, and then there's a additional charge for a cloud phone system. So when you add those numbers together, that's a pretty large number for a phone system.
You just want a little more detail.
I think
Can
we
you
need.
make any sense out of that, Brad? Why are we paying?
I have no. Well, I know why we're paying. So normally, if you're going to move to a cloud-based phone system, like all your phone stuff is in that bill, and you don't pay for phone lines. It's all wrapped into one bill. So if we're doing that, I would expect to see our phone expense go down as our cloud expense goes up. So then I believe we're still waiting for an answer on Cume Courthouse on the switches item that was in there. And then there was something else on this list that didn't add up.
Did those get switched out? Switches, the panic buttons?
No, I think
No,
it's network switches is what that is. Yeah.
According to this letter, you don't have to put anything in the 4C. So that
Took it
can be
out.
totally taken out.
We did. Yeah, we took that line item.
You just have to realize that if that grant goes away, that bill comes back.
Yes.
So
What they said, 28.
Well, that's still like $750,000 saved in billing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's huge. Yep. And it goes everything that's gone.
Did you get
What
a copy of the
Do you
letter?
want me to see if Jeff
You
can
got
come
it?
and answer any
That
questions
would
on that?
be fantastic.
Okay.
4C Health, okay.
That was all I had.
I'm sorry.
That was all I had.
Oh, okay. So go ahead. Are you guys ready for me to go ahead and read it?
Well, what, commissioners?
Yeah, there's a bunch of updating here that has to happen before we can read this.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pop
Yeah.
over. I'll see if we're
So
on.
I vote to table, or I put a motion to table.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Right. And we'll bring this up after lunch. When do you want to? Well, let's see what our schedule is.
And they're expecting this for lunch anytime now.
Okay, so it'll have to probably at the end of our lunch. I mean, our
We'll be,
schedule. What?
we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get all these others done and then bring this back
Yeah.
up.
So you want to stop and
Yeah.
pause?
Yeah, we are stopping.
Adjourning? Yeah. Or not adjourning. but
11:45.
pausing?
Yeah.